All right, guys, we got a new addition to the family. We got the Mighty Light by Little Giant. This is a bit of an impulse buy, but also calculated. I got herniated disc and stuff in my back, and pushes in on that nerve bundle in my spinal cord. And so, like, it really acts up when I lift heavy stuff, and these letters are super light. And I found out about it because I went to pick up some drywall supplies, like anchors. I had to hang some TVs. And they had these sitting in the aisle. Like $120, which is rather cheap. But what caught my eye was, I knew my dad had a Gorilla ladder, which is all aluminum like this. But the sides are like thicker. The beams are much thicker. And it's not that heavy. And I looked at that. I was like, well, I'll buy Little Giant ladders. I've got several of their products and been working out. There's my Little Giant safety step back there. And, you know, I got quite a few of their products. So I went to pick it up, and man, it was light. Thing only weighs just over 20 pounds for the whole ladder. It's a 6-foot step ladder. I like the feature with the platform for the final step. I'm about to go take it and use it now. So let's get out there, get it opened up, let you take a look at it. I also ordered another one because that got me thinking. I'm having I'm trying to protect my back more now. So if I don't need the giant, the M17, M22, multi-position ladders, which are very heavy, they're like 100 pounds. If I don't have to wrestle with that ladder, I don't want to. So if I'm not, going on a rooftop, I can kind of use these ladders. So that's why I bought it. And I ordered a King Combo that can get me up to about 13 feet. Tallest camper is like 13.6 by DOT law. So not going to really run into campers that are 14 foot or larger than that. So that's going to be the next thing that I have coming. Got that from Zorro for like $300, which is cheaper than they had it in Lowe's, which was like $400. But let's take this out and take it over, and you see how I got it mounted. I already have this plate, so that can't kick out. I just got a simple bungee cord tying it against my boxes. And I normally had the ladders back here. That's when I had the bigger, heavier Little Giants back there. And so far so good. I've driven this around and I hadn't had any movement issues. And the thing is just so light, man. So easy to lift up with one hand. That's a big deal for me right now. I'm almost 50 years old, and I need to do this for another 20 years because I started late, making real money. So now I got to work for 20 more years because I partied for the last 20. Now it's time to work, so I gotta work for 20 more years. And this is super easy to carry. My non-dominant hand. It's not putting a strain on me or my back. Like I said, I think the specs on this ladder is like 22 pounds. And there's some of the other Little Giant products that I have. I only buy these Little Giant ladders. These are the, I tried one and I just kept buying them. So I'm working on putting the trim. I'm on this roof job. It's good to have that ladder right beside it. I thought this one would be at least this tall, so good thing I got the King Combo coming, because when I use this ladder, I stand on the top 2 rungs all the time. because in these JK boots, it feels like I'm on a flat platform like this because the boots are so stiff. But as you can see, now this is a Warner ladder, another good ladder. You know, they have similar products. That one was given to me by Brother Hancock, a brother in my old fellowship at church. And then you can see my other Little Giant setup. These are Little Giant levelers. So these are levelers. I got the tape right here because when I use this as an extension ladder, this is the part that makes contact with the paint on those motorhomes. So I just put some Gorilla Tape on there so that, you know, I don't want to scratch up the customer's finish. I've ordered new skylights. Right now I'm just focusing on the trim. We got a good week. I'm gonna get this done this week because we have no rain. The building pad, the rain caught us, and still got a corner to cut out over there. This side looks good. I got a lot more rocks coming today so that I can kind of shore up some of this area so I can get some of the heavy equipment to work in here. It's just so mushy right now that even I had a skid steer to get stuck on that side, and I had to pull it out with my John Deere 1 Series. It pulled it out too. Yeah, I was surprised. That little 1025R was able to pull that skid steer out of the mud. But you see, this is the plank. So this is what I use for scaffolding. Has these little hammers. They lock in so you can't slip. You know, the platform can't come out. And so I have 2 of these exact same ladders so that when I'm using this plank, I knew when I bought the second ladder like this that I had the plank coming. So I needed 2 of the same ladders so that I could make the scaffolding system. And I used to keep all 3 of these on top of when I had the ladder racks on the on that black Z71 that I carried, that I used to drive before I bought the Ford. So so those are Little Giants. I got this 3-step safety step ladder. This is a great ladder, guys. And these ladders are aluminum, but they are heavy. Those ladders are aluminum, but they're heavy. That fiberglass ladder is light. It weighs about what this weighs. And but we got this 3-step. I have a 4-step version. That's what's in the tool trailer back there, is the 4-step version. Now, when I bought this, I will admit, guys, I thought that this step would be at this level. So I thought this ladder was bigger. And this isn't the one that has the little clicker at the bottom to let you know that you made the second rung. So, you know, I kind of need a little more height. This ladder is good, like if I was working on a slide room or something like that. But I would like to be able to see over the roof line right now. And when I'm standing on the top rung of that, I can. But with this, it's a lot safer. I can lean my thighs on the cap of the ladder. I definitely wouldn't stand on, you know, everybody stands on a regular 6-foot A-frame to stand on the cap, because that's really the height we need. But on this cap, I wouldn't try it, man. It's like 4 rivets holding a piece of plastic to 2 skinny pieces of fiberglass. You are not standing on this cap. But as far as lightweight and for doing stuff that my other Little Giant, my little 4-step can't get, this is handy, something lightweight. I can put this inside the trailer. This guy right here, this is not a heavy ladder. This ladder is not that heavy. It's aluminum, but because it's a smaller ladder, it's not that heavy. This is a good ladder that Brother Hancock gave me. And this is how I use it. And see, this is kind of what I wanted. I wanted to be able to see over the roof line. And when I'm like That's a piece of my trim that comes over here. When I'm putting this on, I want to be able to have the leverage, so I need to be up at this level, okay? So that's what we got going on. But these boots are so stable. Whenever I gotta do ladder work, I'm wearing these boots. Now it's getting cold, and I can't wear these boots, but my Thorogoods, they're great cold weather boots, but they're nowhere near as good on the ladder. My Red Wings are much better on the ladder. So if I had to do ladder work and I needed an insulated boot, I would wear my Red Wings. I almost bought a pair of JKs insulated, but it's only cold like 3 months out of the year here. So now what I do with these, just like that other ladder, you know, these are much taller. It's a lot easier to work on the scaffolding. You know, I can easily get up here and work. I'm actually too high for what I'm doing. The roof came out beautiful. This is Alpha Systems. A lot of the wrinkles that were in here, they kind of worked, they worked their own way out. I got a couple, you know, where that transition, it's a board and then it pivots down, you know, that's expected. But yeah, this roof came out good, you know, no bubbles. You know, I got one wrinkle right there, and that's about it. It looks awesome, man. So now I got to put the trim back on it. But as you can see, I can walk around, talk, hold the camera, and navigate these ladders very easily. They're very safe to work off of. I feel very comfortable. You can sit on that like a saddle, you know, and I'm 225 pounds, guys. I'm a big guy. And my butt fits in here. So I just sit on it, you know, just like a horse. Just get on it, straddle the ladder. Just sit on the ladder like this, work off of it like that. I do that a lot. I'm very comfortable with these ladders as well because this is all that I've used. You know, I bought my first one of these when I was still working at, I think I was at a manufacturing plant where we made RVs when I bought my first one. And I got tired of fighting with the guys over the ladder. This person has a ladder, you need to use it. The company's not gonna buy, you know, so I just bought my own and started bringing my own ladder. As a matter of fact, I was at the dealership still, at John's RV. You know, I didn't want to fight with guys over a ladder, so I just bought one and just left it at the job. It was my ladder, so whenever I needed a ladder, I had one. You got to do stuff like that sometimes at the dealerships. My techs, you know what I'm talking about. Shop tools don't always follow shop rules, so. But yeah, these ladders, they're really good, you know. I'm definitely not sponsored by Little Giant or anything like that. This is just all from, I paid my own money for all of this stuff, full price. And one of these ladders I got off of Uline, so I paid extra price. But yeah, guys, it's a good system, and I'm really happy to have them. They are a joy to use, and I can totally recommend these. So I got some other reviews going to be coming out, long-term reviews. This is definitely a long-term review on these ladders. I have yet another Little Giant ladder called the Epic, and it has the safety rails. I keep that one in the back of the truck. We'll take a walk over here, drop the tailgate. I bought that ladder for summertime work. Well, I'm doing a lot of roof work, you know, the ACs, you know, doing a lot of reseals. A lot of people are out during the peak season. I'm on the roof a lot, and they have a ladder that has these safety rails to where you can walk through the ladder. You don't have to step to the right or the left. And that's that ladder that's back there. Now this one, I think I got this from Haulmaster, Harbor Freight. That's my little one step. But yeah, I got that other little giant back there. And I'll keep the safety rails in here. They're hanging up in the back. So these are the safety rails, you see. So they connect to the ladder at the very top of the rung. And what they do for you is now you can walk right through the ladder, which is nice. And I keep them extended. That's how I use them. You can also put them in different configurations to use the ladder. Like you can use that pad to lean the ladder on the side and whatnot. You could do other configurations with them, but I mainly use it as a safety rails. I have used it. You can bend it 90 degrees partway through, and the foot part. You see, this can bend 90 degrees, and it gives you a wide span, kind of like that little thing you used to put on the extension ladder when you needed to use it on the side of a house, but you didn't want to like kill yourself. You put that on, working on a window or something, and it gave you that wide stance, kind of like a guy doing a push-up. So, yeah, we had that. So, those are my little giant ladders. Like I said, that's my 4-step in the back. That's the one I take inside the campers with me. And so I can work on the fifth wheels, get into the air cleaners and things like that. Stuff in the ceiling, the fans that are high. So, yeah. We got some other supplies and stuff in, but I'll do a different video on that. I just wanted to let you guys see the ladders that I'm working with right now. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. RV Tech Pro out.